2 seconds would be a good goal, Andrew. And you've been right there several times.
Several times.
Yeah, would you like to sit down? Okay. Okay. Hey, there's Laura in chat. Can you see this?
Yes. Here we go. Off to a good start. Wes is demonstrating remarkable facility with both speed and accuracy. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, a perfect flagpole glitch. Let's see if it buys him any time. And it looks like we're a little bit ahead of schedule. Moving into 1-2, we will be looking for the warps. Coming in, we'll notice that he doesn't need mushrooms or power-ups. Part, apparently, of the speed run is to go as quickly as possible. Now that's possible because the hitbox surrounding the flower is not quite drawn the same way one would resemble. And look, here we are already in the warp zone. Great turnaround on the drop, and we're in World 4. Many traditional players fear the Lakitu dropping all these things, but someone of Wes's caliber moving at this speed is obviously able to surpass any expectation of what this spike-throwing gentleman may think. Consistent hops. There it is. That one small slowdown gets him that second flagpole glitch. We are 2-4-2, ladies and gentlemen. Jumping into 4-2. Keep your eyes peeled for the backwards jumps. By the way, Mario's least favorite fabric, denim, denim, denim. There it is, hitting it. We've already seen him boxed out. And there he is in the wrong warp glitch. And there we are. Nailed it perfectly all the way down. Moving ahead for the schedule, we are in 8-1. A lot of things to watch for in this level. Well, folks, sometimes even the mighty have fallen. That doesn't mean he can't take some mushrooms on his way home. Some of you may be thinking, oh no, we're starting over, but don't worry. It only takes 4 minutes of your life. And here we are now, World 1-1, beginning the run one more time, hopping up and over as quickly as possible. Shooting here for a 456. Great underground there. Sometimes the underground has tripped up Wes in the past, but today is not one of those days. Heading into the first flagpole glitch, I'm afraid my talking has distracted him. Starting out one more time. No real backwards jumps to worry about here in this first level. It's just about hitting that first pixel in the underground. But as we see, he nails that with ease. Ladies and gentlemen, Wes Oakes knows how to make this look easy. And here we go to the underground, the first big challenge of Wes's run. And he crosses that Rubicon with ease. Here we see a player of flexibility and skill.
I can't do it.
The real question is, can he complete the first flagpole glitch while someone's speaking in his ear? Again, here we are back in the underground. Watch this. 1, 2, and there he is, right through. He is on track to get some excellent times here. Gonna hit one, but not the other. And there it... Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. That's all right, ladies and gentlemen. Even Mozart played a couple wrong notes. Earlier before the run, Wes was speaking about some of his favorite things about Mario Brothers. Apparently he thinks the clouds are very pretty. I pointed out that the clouds were really the same animation as the bushes and brushes. He seemed very upset. World 1, 2, first instance of the Bananana theme song. Wes tends to find this grounding. You'll notice that his heart rate will go slightly down during this level. Some people might be asking, Wes, what's your hurry? And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Before you can say Bob's your uncle, here we are in World 4-1. Now, hitting the mushroom is actually an essential part in getting the frame rate just right. It has to do with something with subpixels. That one was my fault. That one was my fault. It's not about beating the game. It's about decimating the game. It's not what you're running from. It's what you're running to. Hi, B. Jonas. This is the one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones. I'm feeling it in my cold, dead heart. We're coming up on the underground. Nice and easy. He makes it look easy, folks. Now, the thing we're going to be watching for is the first of 3 flagpole glitches. Yes, by decimate, we're only going to reduce it by 1/10. Jeremy MKW, your mom is spooky.
Ooh, I think I lost time there. Let's see.
He's lost some time, but he'll make it up on the other side. Eunice XX, decimate actually means to reduce by 1/10, not to reduce by 90%. Thank you. I think you're right, little dingus. We do both need gin. Yes, Smash Mac, we're laughing on the inside as well. Seems like he left the underground as soon as he got in. Nothing much there for him. Now, a few facts about Mario you folks might not know. Now, Mario was not actually the character's original name. Most of you may know it was. Anybody? Anybody know Mario's original name? Oh, thank you, Summoning Salt. Staring through your window is an extra feature. Jumpman! You've got it in one. Absolutely. And Jumpman's first appearance was not in Super Mario Bros., but in fact was in very close Beastworm. Donkey Kong. Super Metroid was Mario's, Mario was not actually in the suit for that one. His friend Samus filled in. I just realized I was supposed to be talking this whole time. I was mesmerized. As am I, Omega number. Ooh, just missed it a little bit. Think he's a little bit distracted by my commentary. Folks, do you have any questions for Wes we can answer for you during this run? How many here thinks Wes is going to get it this time? Me either. Starting out the run, Wesley Oaks is starting on a nice bit. Clearing these with ease, he's dropping down for the first underground. Oh! Looks like a controller failure on that one. Club soda, Jeremy MKW. A little bit of club soda and some cold water. You want to make sure you don't press too hard. Just sort of gently, delicately work at it. Maybe a microfiber. If you want to make sound like the Derby announcer, we can go a little further with that. Wes Oaks coming out of the underground, running through, jumping over one mushroom but not the other. Look at our first flagpole glitch, ladies and gentlemen. That saves some time, and every second counts. Even every microsecond counts. As we move forward down into the dungeon, we're going to see a few things. We're going to see some turtles. We're going to see some mushrooms. Not the kind of mushrooms that give you power or make you see cakes. Coming through, we're going to be looking for a couple things. We're going to be looking for a couple platforms, moving at different rates and speeds. Ideally, if Wesley plays this exactly right, he's going to find himself in a warp zone, taking himself right to level 4 with no waiting. The question is, can he time it exactly right? Jumping through the kill box screen, knowing exactly where it is. Hits the first one, hits the second, and here he goes. Now watch for the turnaround, folks. He's going to turn around in record speed. Look at that. A little bit of a slide, and now we are in World 4. Watch this as he has to stay ahead. Now, I don't know if you saw, but he's obviously holding the right arrow. That's making him move to the right on the screen. As in many games, he's going to scroll from left to right. Now, some of you may be wondering why he's hitting that one-up mushroom if he's not going to collect it. I'll advise you to read a little bit about subpixels. They're apparently the pixels underneath the pixels. Now, some of you don't know, he might be playing how exactly Wes is playing. You may be thinking he's using a special controller to have that amount of control. No, folks, it's the regular NES controller. We've got a D-pad on the left, a select button, a start button, a B button, and an A button. Look at that, underground. Nailed perfectly. Like a carpenter drawing in the last nail of a deck. Next time I'll choose an analogy that does not require him to restart. 3 jumps in and he's already on record pace. As he clears jump 5, we go down to the underground. Now watch the pattern he makes here with the coins. Not quite the same pattern as before. That controller doesn't have a cable. Actually, it does have a cable. Beastworm, it does actually have a cable. I sound like a lot of Simpsons characters. Any particular ones you'd like to hear? Some of you are asking me to explain frame rules. I'm happy to do it.
I'm going to Professor Frick, if you don't mind. So, Wes here is going to be explaining what's called a warp zone. Now, that's a zone where going down certain pipes, you'll see the different levels. You got to do some classes or it doesn't count. What with the jumping, the warping, and flaving.
Back in World 4, we're going to be looking for a couple things. We're looking for speed, and most importantly, bravery. How is he claving? How can he jump through and under all of these spiky balls? Now, we know Wes has had a fear of balls for a long time, but he's transferred that over to Mario aptly, jumping right through the kill box, ladies and gentlemen. This man does not tire. This man does not sleep. This man's here to kick ass and do flagpole glitches. And he's all out of asses to kick. There was supposed to be something about chewing bubblegum. Didn't quite work out. Now see the fear in the eyes of the Goombas as he comes down to 4-2, going back into the basement. Look at these reverse jumps that he plays. He looks like he's jumping to the right, but facing to the left? We're gonna see if these bumps are gonna get him to the wrong warp, and it does! Taking him to the wrong warp, but at the right time! Moving through underneath all these. He doesn't need coins, he doesn't need mushrooms. Oh! Even the mighty can fall. 8-1's one of the most difficult levels a speedrunner can face. In addition to having to navigate the kill boxes exactly, he's going to find one of the most difficult jumps a player can face even when not speedrunning. This takes precise mastery, folks. Deep control and a spiritual understanding of the game. And it could be, folks, if he nails this flagpole glitch, we may see him achieve enlightenment in front of our very eyes. Let's keep watching. Leaping through the kill box. 1, 2, buckle my shoe! No flagpole glitch here, but he's on track to come through. No swag star this time, but perhaps next time. Some Wes. 8-2, 1 after 8-1. 3 levels to go. Look at that. Jumping under one and over another. It's almost like he's mastered both concepts. I find it strange that all bullets were named Bill. Must have made it very difficult around the dinner table. There it is! The toughest jump in the game, and he makes it look as easy as my mother making an apple pie. Timing out this bullet blue. I can't even speak, it's so beautiful. XX420 blaze it XX. That's a lot of bullet bills. Bullet bill, bullet bill, bullet bill, bullet bill, bullet bill, bullet bill. Sorry, I had a stroke. 8-3's a gimme level, folks, as long as he can time out where the Hammer Brothers will be. Oh, it looks like he's using a slightly different glitch system here. Perhaps he didn't hit the B exactly at that right time, but only time will tell. Of course, the kill boxes with the hammers can be a bit odd as well. Jumping through them, this man has no fear. Frankly, he doesn't have time for fear. He has important business to do. And here we are, folks. The big mamma jamma of the game. 8-4. Now that static red thing on the ground is fire. Fire burns. Interesting fact about fire, a baby can drown in an inch of water, but a baby cannot drown in an inch of fire. Knows exactly which tubes to hit at the right time. It's almost as if he's done this before. How about that pipe jump, folks? That's some parkour level shit. Ah, nice little respite. After all, the opposite of fire is... Wait for it. Wait for it. It's water. Babies cannot drown in fire. No, they can only drown in water. Oh, that hammer didn't do him any good. Oh, ran right under him! Bye-bye, Bowser! And hello, Princess! A new quest? Doesn't have time to rest from the old one? Well, folks, what do you think? Did Wesley do a nice job there? I love you too, Niskow. I'd like to see a new quest. How about you, folks? Oops. Lindingus might not be wrong. We might need a little gin here as we go. Perfectly. He preformed perfectly. It's a shame that Max G 1054 couldn't type that perfectly, but we appreciate the sentiment. Here we are, starting again, World 1-1. Those appear to be beetles rather than mushrooms, which is good. The beetles are a much better band than the mushrooms. Oh, I'll tell you, folks, those beetle bites can be deadly. Yes, you did triude, Max G 1054. You triude very hard. Starting at the top, mushrooms instead of beetles. One will make you feel like you're on drugs, and one will actually make you on drugs. And I won't say which one is which. You know, all that jumping must be really tough on his cartilage. I imagine his knees are a mess. I hope he has a good chiropractor. Now, why is it some mushrooms are allowed to serve the princess and some roam the realm like murder machines? I suppose we'll never know. They sure seem angry, though. Either that or we just need some eyebrow plucking, am I right? Starting again at the top and making his way through. Now those boxes have question marks on them. Now those mark the fact that inside the box there's some mystery. What's going to be in them? Frankly, we don't know. Wes doesn't have time to hit them and we don't have time to watch. 1, 2, buckle my shoe and he's off for a new run. Hopping through into his first big test, the underground. Watch him hit the pixel frame perfectly. He jumps through and he's coming back up. A few more seconds here and we'll see his first of 3 flagpole glitches. 1, 2, and away we go. Completing World 1-1 on track for one of the greatest games ever played in human history for any game ever at any time. World 1-2, he's got 3 lives, but I'll tell you folks, he's only gonna need 1. It's cold and it's dark and it's blue, but that's not deterring our boy as he makes his run through the dark dungeons of the Mushroom Kingdom. Mushrooms here are a different color, but don't look any happier to be there, even though I imagined it being about 10 to 15 degrees cooler. Now that's Fahrenheit, folks. Running through, we find him. Oh, look at that turnaround! Turn around, Bright Eyes. Now we're in World 4-1. Sprinting our way through a minefield of falling spiky people. He can jump. He can run. Oh, he did get some coins. Good for him. Jumping right through that kill box, folks. Hack your game, hack your life. That's what I always say. I don't know, Niskau. WR Pace. Oh, world record pace. I'm picking you up what you're putting down. That's great. I think so too. This might be it. And I can tell you folks, as a color commentator, I'm honored to be here. Going down to 4-2, back into the dungeons. A little cooler, perhaps 5 to 6 degrees cooler, Celsius. Or some folks like to say, centigrade. Hey, they may be different things, but I'm an American. I'm picking you up what you're putting down. Well, thanks, Infinite Mystery. I trained for years and years. Rip. I think XX420 Blazed XX just ripped his pants. Goodbye, Eddie Cat Gaming. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry you're gonna miss the world record. Yes. A Twitch count. No, I just have a Twitch. That's a Twitch joke, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thanks, Niskal. You're too kind. Unfortunately, I think Wes can probably get enough of it. I appear to be doing more harm than good. Now you may be asking yourself, what kind of workout does Mario give himself to allow him the calf muscles, the fast twitch muscles, to give him such speed and agility in jumping? Ladies and gentlemen, it's actually in the shoes. He's wearing special shoes, orthopedics, both for his corrective spine process, but also shoes that allow him the ability to jump just a little bit higher and farther. Starting again at World 1-1, there's princesses to be rescued and speedrun records to be broke. One more jump and we're here on the underground. It's a little cooler, it's a little more depressing. Back to the sun. What's taking so long? That wasn't Wes, that was the screen. Sometimes with the old game consoles, folks, little things can go wrong. But notice that the flagpole didn't drop. No, it stays high, waving the honor of the man who completed the first level at a record pace. On track to move down, we're all hoping Mario could just maybe walk a little faster through the pipe. Save us a little bit of time. And yet here we are, folks, back in the underground. We've got 5 boxes there, and none of them he needs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're running through a nice stretch here. He doesn't appear to be winded, doesn't appear to be out of breath. That's because he is a fictional video game character, and as such has no need to breathe or rest. We found ourselves now in World 4-1. Boy, it seems like we were just in 1-1 a few minutes ago, doesn't it, folks? Look at that. Doesn't even worry about the weird, spiky dude. Some commentators, folks, would say dude. However, as someone who's trained for years and years, I will say dude. Why, it's just fancier. 21 coins without even trying. If I could have $21 without even trying, I wouldn't need to commentate streaming videos for money. And we're back again. It's like Groundhog Day, ladies and gentlemen, living the same day in the Mushroom Kingdom over and over again until he gets it quite right. However, instead of starring Bill Murray, we've got a tiny Italian plumber. Hey, I don't need no mushrooms. I've got to get to the world to 84. What's the matter, you? Sorry, folks, that was terribly offensive. Oh, so offensive we had to restart. After this next run, folks, I'll be switching to a different commentator voice. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like to hear, I'd be happy to accommodate you. Please, tip your servers. Now, the trick here is to make sure he hits that question mark box. Of course, the other trick is to do the flagpole glitch. Perhaps that might be more important, but we'll find out next time. German accent. Speedrunning is not the most efficient way to be spending our time. However, we are here watching, because if we are going to do something, we should do it for purpose. Now, you can hear clearly in my voice, I'm enjoying watching this. In fact, there is great joy in my life, despite the fact that it is futile and all will end. Down here at the undergrounds, I am reminded that from dust we all came, and to dust we will all return. Oh look, a mushroom is dead. Nothing has changed. He is a mote in God's eye. Hey, this is Luigi. I'd like to talk to you about what my brothers are doing. Normally I get to play every time he's done, but this time I'm here watching. It's no fun. Oh look, there he is again, the shorter, fatter brother, getting all of the attention, running through and doing a jump. Oh look, he hit 1, he missed 3. Nobody talks about that, do they? You know, from what I hear, the princess, she likes the tall guys, the skinny guys, the fit guys who care about their appearance. But no, not even his color, I tell you this. Holy shit, we're back on the outside. Look at all of those spiky guys. Maybe I'm glad I stayed home, vacuuming ghosts in my mansion. Talk like Toad. Well, talk like Toad in Mario 2. Was that good? Was that a good impression of Mario? Of Toad in Mario 2? Was that good? James T. Kirk, okay. Coming into 4-2, we've got a few things to look at. Wes, how are you feeling about your chances for a run?
This is it.
Scotty, get me a video camera to capture this event. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to break out of our characters here to see that that jump on the wall was perfectly timed, moving through 8-1. This is, of course, back to my regular voice. I speak like this all the time. That's why the ladies love me. Wink, wink. We're back at 8-1, and we're going to see one of the trickiest jumps in the game. We're going to see it handled with a plum. Now, I'm not saying a plum. I'm saying a literal, actual plum. Hitting the star thing. Running away from the star. He's all the star we need. Boom! Watch out, folks. Oh, those things bite. If I could do a Jeff Goldblum impression, I would be the happiest man in the world. It's not in my wheelhouse. Yeah, imagine how I feel. Much like a London passenger commuting to work, Wes again finds himself in the underground. Mind the gap, Wes. First flagpole glitch and he makes it look as easy as Kim Kardashian. Taking a victory lap to 1-2, I imagine Mario's hearing the thunderous applause. Mario's got a bit of an ego, folks. That's right, you bump that ceiling, Wes. Bump that thing. Make sure you bump that other thing. Yep, those bumps are important, folks. They serve a vital purpose when it comes to bumping. And here we are, watch this turnaround. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and here we are in World 4. One more time. Can he outrace Latiku and his spiky bombs? I think we all know, folks, the answer just might be yes. Darby is now hosting you for up to 308 viewers. Interestingly enough, Mario had the opportunity to be on his high school's track team. He turned it down so he could continue to be president of the Plumbers Club. It's just him and his brother. You may be thinking, well, wasn't Luigi vice president? No, he had to be the secretary. The secretary, folks. Hey, look at him run through this thing. Mr. Mario going through the underground, missing out on some of his things. Hey, forget about it. I've never seen Welcome Back, Kotter. Spark. Let's see. Is missing some of those coins logical? Surely, Wes, if your purpose is to exterminate the evil from the Mushroom Kingdom, one might need to spend more time to do a more thorough job. I also bet Darbian is watching this. Good. Thank you, Darbian. And thank you, Blue'em Little'em. Back into the dungeon, and unlike Stephen Sondheim's sex dungeon, this one is gonna leave you with fewer scars, mental and physical. Except, of course, for these mushrooms, folks. I haven't seen this many mushrooms slammed since Burning Man. Watch that turn around and hop through, warping through not just 2 worlds, friends, but 2.5. Why, that's half more than 2. Why is he jumping even when there's nowhere to jump? Well, why don't you, asking that question, go fuck yourself? Burning Man sing. That's exactly right. Boom, look at that flagpole. I think you're a perfect Beastworm. Again, a leisurely victory stroll through the pipe, down into the underworld of the Mushroom Kingdom, which looks a lot like the overworld of the Mushroom Kingdom. Did you see? Reverse jump 1, folks. There's reverse jump 2, reverse jump 3, and reverse jump 4, 5. Now we're in the wrong warp, but the right warp at the right time, for the right man, for the right job. Look at this jump, hitting the exact right brick as he jumps over to World 8. Now, folks, this is where the fun really starts. Lace up your garters and strap into your seats, because we're about to see a world-class run through a world-class game, jumping through those invisible kill boxes like nobody's business. Collecting points that he's not even looking at, collecting coins he doesn't even need. Can Wes Oaks be stopped? Not by me, ladies and gentlemen. And probably not by you. And there it is, one of the trickiest jumps I've ever seen. Not quite, of course, as tricky as the one we're going to be seeing come up. There it is. 1, 3, buckle my pea. Onto the flagpole and sliding down like a very short fireman in a nightmare world ruled by mushrooms. World 8-2, just for you. Look at that dodge, folks, going under one and over another. I personally think if we painted more faces on bullets, we'd have less problems with gun violence in this country. Gives them a little bit of personality. Folks, if you've never seen the bullet bill glitch, you're in for a treat! Eventually! Eventually you will be in for a treat of the bullet bill glitch! I don't know. Can I do any Family Guy impressions? Still working on those Family Guy impressions? Still trying to get a good run in? Trying to get that time. Yes. Hammer Brothers. Perhaps if you weren't going so fast. And now this isn't a speed run, this is just a speed fun. Working our way through 8-3 like a bag of chips after I've had too much to smoke. It's not out of pleasure, it's just out of duty. Hammer to the face, just like old grandma. Not the best way to die, folks, but not the worst. Baswer will rue the day. Yes, Baswer absolutely will rue the day. As soon as we figure out who Boswer is. Poor grandma. She died as she lived, taking hammers to the face. Boswer. Yes, there it is again. Boswer. Not to be confused with Tom Bosley, who is the bad guy in Super Mario Bros. 2. World 1-1. To disprove this character of Mother from Ragtime, you can go back to before. Yes, I just walked in and he hasn't kicked me out yet, so that's what we're doing. I'm obviously worse for his playing, and he's just too polite to say anything. I am some Wes's father. I'm also a liar. Doesn't like ice cream. Have you considered gelato? It's a little different, a little creamier. Also like avocado toast, it's just one of those things that you can say and feel like a hip. And here we are one more time, starting out for a world-class speed run, or as I like to call it, a speed fun. Down through the underground, collecting a few coins for his collection. If Wes doesn't have an even number of coins, he starts to feel uncomfortable. Gelato is yum. Well, I like speed funs as well. Who do you think's having more fun, folks? Wes or Mario? MC Aaron Ice. Make sure you chew 24 times before swallowing. We can't give you the Heimlich maneuver from here. Redo Nuts thinks Mario's having more fun than Wes. Mario cannot escape death, so I choose Wes. That's true, I have seen Wes escape death. I promised I would never mention that. I apologize. He did it! That's right, I wasn't even looking. And he did it. Clearly I serve no purpose here except to distract and to apply pressure. WR time. Stands for wide receiver. Niles Crane. Oh, I always dress like this. This is my pajamas. Excuse me 1 second. All right, folks, let's get down to business to complete the run. Did they send me mushrooms when I asked for fun? Oh, Wes was the saddest bunch I've ever met, but I bet before we're through, Mr. I, we're gonna make a world record out of you. No fireworks for this guy. He doesn't need them. He's all the fireworks we need. Many people don't know that Super Mario Bros. Was first released in America in 1985, right after Ronald Reagan had won re-election. He won 49 out of 50 states. Now that is not a true fact, but it sounds like it is. Bow ties are cool. You know, we asked Wes before this run started, don't you ever get tired of hitting the same pixels at the exact same times to shift the subpixels and find the glitches? And he said, Jeff, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He was right, folks. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's never stopped me before. 10 coins and all the time in the world to complete 7 more levels for the world record. Yes, Adam West died today at the age of 88. I'd like to say we'd have a moment of silence for him, but I don't think I can stay quiet for that long. I will, however, say, holy speed run, Batman. Watch this, folks. One of my favorite parts is the turnaround. Bright eyes as he slips down and makes his way into the warp zone. World 4-1. 3 lives, no waiting. It's another beautiful day here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Clouds seem to be mostly in the same place each time. Some of you may notice a slight shift on that one just right there. Oh, did you miss it? Once in a lifetime occurrence, I'm afraid. Now, it's impressive to me how he can leap at different heights depending on how he presses the A button. What's that? Yeah, I know. I'm just, yes. Yeah. Okay.
I'm probably about finished. Anyway.
One more run.
All right.
Let's do one more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the last one for the evenings. Put on your glasses. Turn your screens to this. The best run you're gonna see in these next 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Here through the underground, he makes his first easy pass, coming right back up. 9 coins instead of 10. We'll see what happens if he hits this question mark. And now we are at 10. Flagpole glitch 1. Perfect. 100 points. But how much time did he shave off? Live here, the WR hype is real. Thank you, Blue M, Little M. I was told to be quiet, but I've also never listened. Here we are, taking his victory lap, ready to go downtown. By downtown, I mean a hellish dungeon full of maniacal turtles and mushrooms. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to try to count the number of times that I've made this actively worse. I do apologize. That's all me. It's all me. Now, most people don't know, but that raising of the left hand while jumping actually buys Mario a little more height and forward momentum. Those of you at home, if you've never tried it yourselves, I'd invite you. Stand up from your screens, make sure you take off your headsets, and give yourself a couple little jumps. Left hand to the sky, as if to say, I'm going to punch a question mark block. I always wonder who gets that one-up mushroom after Mario decides not to collect it. A turtle in his shell, maybe. Gets a new lease on life. Decides to move out of the basement. Maybe reconnect with his old high school girlfriend. See if there's something there. Moving into 4-2. 4, of course, is divisible by 2. Not many people know that. Both being even numbers. We're looking for the 3-bump glitch here. And it looks like he's gonna take it down. Take it all the way downtown. To the wrong warp for the right guy. Watch this jump, folks. Boom! Nails it in 1. And here we are, folks. The real show. Just 4 levels away from rescuing the princess from the tower. Jumping right through those jaws as if they couldn't possibly hurt him, because spoilers, they can't. Now I'd like us all to be quiet and focus as Wes is going to be moving closer and closer to some of the most difficult moves we see here in Mario. Now we can run right over those gaps because of the speed at which he's running. Now look at that perfectly placed jump, just missing the kill box, and yet close enough to say, I see you, I know you. Jumping 1, 2, 3, and here we are sliding down the flagpole like some kind of manic fireman. Going into our little brick building, a chance to refresh on supplies, use the facilities. I'll go full ASMR on you. One thing Wes really likes to do is that he likes to make sure his times can come in right under the world record. So if you sit back and like to watch things. Did you get some ASMR there? I'm working on it. Glod! Here we are, the bullet bill glitch, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see it? Did you see it, or were you too busy getting those tinglies up and down your spine? World 8-2, more like World 8 boom. It's a celebratory boom. I'm afraid to ask which category I fall in, Afro Hair. Jumping, oh, takes him right out. That's what you get for throwing hammers at Mario. It's not quite a flagpole glitch, but it is a flagpole. And that's really what matters, isn't it? Moving through into 8-4, the last possible chance we have to rescue the princess. He's got 2 lives, he's got 32 coins, and he's got 393 seconds to make it. Can he do it? Place your bets. Going through the first pipe and coming out at the right spot. Grayscale beetles, slightly more terrifying than their black varieties. How does he do that wall jump? Who am I dealing with here? Sebastian Fauquois? We spent a little time here in the water. Mario appears to be able to hold his breath with no difficulty for an extended period of time. How there are fireballs in the water, I'll never know. There he is, right in his stupid face. What's he gonna do? Go over or under? Over or under? Running under and grabbing the axe. Bye-bye, Bowser! And a reunion of a tiny Mario and a, quite frankly, unattractive princess. Thanks all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed Wes's work here. Donate to a good cause, and we'll see you all at SDGQ. Peace be with you. I'm gonna drop the mic. I just dropped the mic.
Thanks, Yellsdrake. That was so much fun. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to host Garrison and watch some of his Metroid runs. I hope y'all have a good night.